especially right now between 1:30 and 2 p.m. And today we, of course, are looking forward towards one of the greatest weekends ever. Yani on Saturday and Sunday, we have sporting events that you don't want to miss. But the climax of the weekend will be on Sunday at the Nairobi Race Course, yeah, along Ngong Road. That, of course, you know, it is the 2018 Concours or Africa CBA Concours D'Elegance. It is the classiest motorsport event on the calendar of the KMSF. That's how Bob Diwa would like to say it. And talking about Bob Diwa, those, of course, I have my special guests here. Bob Diwa being the event director of the 48th edition of the Africa Concours D'Elegance. Bob, thank you very much for making time. And we have, for the very first time, an entry. Listen to this, an entry from our neighboring country, Rwanda. Paul Bakuru. It's a pleasure to have you. Karibu sana. It's always a pleasure to host, and we are very happy, of course, because Rwanda has a very special place in my heart. Asante sana. Paul, let me start, of course, with Paul. Paul has a Buick Riviera.
Buick Riviera.
Buick Riviera. That car looks very awesome. Just tell us some of the few of the specs, because it looks like it will give the judges a very hard time.
Well, first of all, I'm so glad to be in Nairobi for the first time in this beautiful event. I would like to thank Bob so much. He's now become a brother. So this Buick car.
It's absolutely, yeah, it's a very lovely car. I can say.
It's 1968 Buick Riviera. It's an automatic transmission car. It has power windows, power mirrors.
Yes.
You know, it's a 7-liter engine, a V8. Well, it's just an amazing car. All leather seats, you know, with some wooden interiors. It's amazing.
Almost, definitely. Why did you choose to, I mean, why you and not other people? Why at this particular time, especially, this is special, of course, for Rwanda. I'm sure you're not coming as an individual, but you're representing the entire country.
Well, I must say, Rwanda is now on the rise. We're moving very fast, so such events have to start happening. We have learned from our neighbors. We started with Kenya. Now we went to Uganda recently for that was one that happened. So we've also started our own in Kigali, which happened for the first time on the 21st of July, 2018.
Most definitely. And of course, Kigali is very special because recently, should be just in August, you hosted a top Federation Automobile Congress for the African, which means Rwanda, you are on. Let me bring in Bob. Bob, judges are going to have a difficult time, especially for this year's event, looking at the kind of entries that you have.
You're so right, Tony. Every year, the standards of preparation by these competitors, cars and bikes, gets higher and higher. And I know that the chief car judge and the chief motorcycle judge is going to brief his officials to look for the slightest details, because the competition at the top is going to be very, very close. And any small defect could mean the difference between overall victory and runner-up. Some of the cars that are likely to be in the top 10 will be the Alfa Romeo 2600 Sprint of Gailing May, but neither Gailing nor our seasoned competitors like Satigeta Aura are going to have it easy. Newcomers are sweeping in. Last year, Nayan Kavya entered for the first time in 2 MGs. He won both his classes. This year, Sachit Shah will be showing a Mercedes Adenauer, named Adenauer because the first Chancellor of the German Federal Republic was always ferried around in this particular model of Mercedes. So we could have quite an upset in the winning categories, not to mention the class for pre-1940 cars has 8 entries, 7 of which were made before 1930. The winner could easily come from that lot, and that class includes the Rolls-Royce boat tail of John Roe. We've got 3 Rolls-Royce cars, by the way, which is a fine credit to the Concours D'Elegance, our own concours.
Yes. And so certainly sponsors, CBA, let's just talk about CBA. For the last 7 years, I mean, that support definitely has, of course, assisted and helped the likes of new entrants like Paul to come through. Sponsorship is important.
CBA have done us proud because they not only sponsor our event, they have sponsored the equivalent event in Kampala. And this has strengthened the link between motorcycle and car enthusiasts between the 2 countries. This has helped to develop interchange, you know. And from Uganda, for example, we have on the road now a Panther Calista, which is a very rare British car made in small quantities, entered by Kakuzi Wazir, who's been with us now for the 2nd year. That's a fascinating car. Bikes, amazing. The Uganda Bikers Association with 20 big bikes, which they ride from Kampala to Nairobi with stops at Eldoret and various places. They're touring around a bit before they come to our concours.
Most definitely.
Those guys are absolutely amazing.
And they're very passionate about the sport. Paul, I mean, this, of course, enables both Rwanda and Kenya to promote that tourism aspect. Of course, recently, remember, Rwanda, you hit that deal with Arsenal. And you are also, I mean, there's a lot that can go about sports tourism, especially with this kind of event.
Yes, that's right.
So you think, I mean, definitely we should be having more of this. You can also tell because my Rwandan friends also watch, especially those ones from Musanze and in Huye.
Yes, definitely. If we're going to have this culture of doing this motor show every year, that means we're going to be pulling guys to bring out their old cars, you know, their grandfather's cars. All of them, we'll bring them up there, we have a look at them, and we enjoy looking at them, just remembering these beautiful cars.
What do you expect, Paul? Of course, you have a very unique car. That car, of course, I was looking at the pictures. I can't wait to go see it on Sunday because it's a spectacle. What are you expecting? Just the way Bob has said, most of the new entrants normally end up winning.
Well, I'm hoping, but I'm up against some serious cars, huh? Some serious cars. Yeah, the Rolls Royce is a Rolls Royce, my friend. You know? But anyway, it's good to be here. Let's see. Let's try and see.
Karibu sana. Bob, it's a family event. Anybody, everyone can come, but there's a small prize, right?
Yes. If you hurry up, you can get pre-event tickets at CBA branches for 1,000 shillings adults, 500 shillings children. If you wait till the gate, you pay 1,200 adults and 600 children.
And you'll be waiting right from here.
Much better to come with your ticket, fast track, fast entry. You know, it helps to start the day on a good note.
Yes, certainly.
For families, the Children's Centre provided by Brookside Dairy, very good, very well run, professional children's carers, lots of activities, some recreational, some educational, and parents can confidently leave their children there and go around and enjoy the show without worrying about their children. And then they can collect the children and take them for a little walk as well. No, very, very good. There are added attractions. There's a classic car sale, classic cars and bikes. There is a comparatively new additional attraction, the Heritage Collection. Old machinery, old equipment, 1 or 2 old vehicles, the old and the new, and the future, by the way, because there's the oldest Massey Ferguson tractor with the latest equivalent. There's an old Mercedes truck with the latest, and the future, an electric car built by the students of St Andrew's School at Turi.
Yes, yes.
There's the future. So it's a fascinating little collection. Oh, it includes an old petrol pump, you know, with a hand drive,
Yeah.
and the latest one, kindly loaned by Total.
Wow, lovely. And of course, I understand everybody will be a winner at that particular event. The prize money, I mean the prize being one, but everybody can win. I understand that those ones who will win because of having the best costumes, that those ones who will win because of having this and this, everybody will win. So at least everybody can bring their machines.
Yeah, and the great thing is we have 20 classes for cars and bikes of all makes and types. So while many of the competitors know they're not going to be in the top 10, but in their own equivalent class, they're being judged with their equals, and the chances to win first, second and third in each class. So yes, there are generous prizes, but Paul is in a tough class, and I share his opinion about being up against 2 Rolls-Royce limousines and the Adenauer Mercedes. So
you had it from Bob.
I had it from Bob. I expected it though.
No, but have you been to Kenya before, Paul?
Yeah, I come here quite often.
You come here before. I mean, what are the things perhaps you like, especially in Kenya? So at least we
love
can
the
tell
weather.
Brand Kenya to improve on them.
Oh, I love everything about Kenya. The Kenyans are very
You've been
good
to our
people.
national parks, you've been to, of course,
Yes,
other
I was
coasts.
just at the ICC now for a small medical expo there, so everything is good.
Then you're a Kenyan. Look for you a name, a Kenyan name. Bob, we should look for him a Kenyan name. Of course, we have Paul Bakuru from Rwanda, the first ever entry from that particular beautiful country with a beautiful Buick
Riviera.
Forgive my mother tongue influence, Riviera. It's an awesome car. It's one of the many classes cars. It's, of course, it's like a beauty pageant, but it's not now humans, it's cars. That's the way you ladies know that they normally stroll and catwalk. We are going to have cars catwalking at Nairobi Racecourse this Sunday. In fact, Bob has told me he's going to give me tickets for you. Bob, you want to confirm that?
surely, yeah, definitely. I think with all your enthusiasm and K24's support, let's do something to support 1 or 2 viewers.
Thank you very much. You had me, of course. I'll be selecting who will be picking up those particular tickets. I told you, if you don't have a ticket, don't even bother going on Sunday because it will be packed. We're being told even the guys for tickets are running out of tickets. That's why I had to try and convince Bob to reserve me a few just for you. So get on, where are they getting those tickets?
CBA,
CBA website.
CBA, or any branch of CBA,
Yes.
and that is probably the best source. They're also on sale at the Stanley Hotel and the Pan Afric Hotel,
Okay.
but CBA, and they've got a good spread of branches,
Yes.
and also online with Ticket Sasa.
Ticket Sasa. Ticket Sasa, CBA branches is where you get those 2018 Africa Concours D'Elegance tickets. You do not want to miss it. Trust me, I've seen the entries. I've interacted with the people who are bringing their machines. It is just an awesome event. I've been there. It's a family event. You will enjoy it with so many fun activities besides just the cars and the judges. If you're a motorsport lover, you don't want to miss that on Sunday. Starts at 9 a.m. K24 will be there. So you better show up. Huko usivae nguo mingi. It's going to be hot, so put on those short clothes for you and enjoy yourself. Of course, this is K24 Sports Hub. And thank you very much, Paul Bakuru, for coming.
Sure,
thank you, Rwanda, for allowing your ambassador to come over here. Ambassador as in terms of motorsport. Bob, thank you, event director for the Africa Concours D'Elegance. Keep on keeping. We'll support you with whatever you can do.
On behalf of the Alfa Romeo Owners Club, we would like to thank you for inviting us to talk about our 48th event in the annual series. Asante sana.
You're most welcome. Thank you very much. I'm honored to host the two of you. Thank you so much. And just before